Hey educator friends, I am so excited to share this video with you because Google Gems can now be shared and it is going to be a game changer. Now I promise I'm going to get right to the point, be very quick because I know your time is precious, so let's jump right in. First thing I want you to do is go to your waffle cone or Rubik's Cube, whatever you want to call it, and click on Gemini. Now once you've done that, you'll have the option on the left hand side to click on Explore Gems, and that's what we're going to do. So click on Explore Gems. You'll notice that Google already has some gems that are created, but I'm going to go ahead and tell you that you can create gems that are far superior to the ones that are created. I've learned that with lesson planners. I've also learned it in creating a math tutor for students, which I'll show you how to do in future videos. But for now, let's focus on building a gem, and we'll use the example of an evidence-based lesson planner. So you're going to click on New Gem. Now once you've done that, you're really going to notice four sections: name, instructions, knowledge, and preview. The only two we're going to deal with today is the name and the instructions. Let's talk a little bit about the name. You've got to be very specific because in that window you're actually giving instructions to the user. So in this case I'm going to put lesson planner, and then I'm going to say put in give total minutes of lesson and topic standards, etc. Now what we've got to do is give it instructions. Now whenever you build a gem, no matter what it is, the instructions need to be very clear and need to contain certain components. So I've shared with you a Google Doc to help. For example, you need to give it a persona, which means tell it what it is. In this case, I'm going to tell it you are an evidence-based educator, or actually an expert evidence-based educator who creates evidence-based lesson plans for teachers. The task is to create an evidence-based lesson plan. Then in context, I'm going to give it a little bit of background, which basically is saying, please make sure that you use all of John Hattie's and Robert J. Marzano's, and I listed others, research. Every strategy that you give a teacher must be evidence-based. Finally, I'm going to provide format, which basically tells Gemini that when you create the lesson plan, make sure you follow this very specific structure, which is learning intentions, success criteria, introduction, or I do, we do, you do, reflection. So you're more than welcome to copy and paste anything that you want, which I'm getting ready to show you now, which is the actual instructions that we're going to put in the Gemini. Now I know that looks like a whole lot. You're going to say, oh my gosh, that's a ton of stuff. But use Gemini to actually help you write the instructions. So I would open up a Gemini and I would simply tell it, hey, here's what I want to create. Here's what I want to do. Would you please type out the instructions that I can copy and paste into a Google Gemini gem. That's really how I did it. So I'm going to paste those instructions in there. I've got two choices. I could actually preview it or click save. I'm going to go ahead and click save. So now we've got the gem saved, and you'll notice that it says share, so I can immediately click on share. I can share that with my colleagues if I want, or I can go ahead and click on start chat. So you've got a couple options when you click share. Restricted, which means that you're only going to be able to share it with people you physically type in terms of their email addresses. I can share it with my entire district. I can copy the link, send that link out into an email, and it will share with everybody inside the district. Now it does say anyone with a link, but what we have found, unlike with personal use, even if you use anyone with a link, it's just not sharing outside of the district. May be different for you, but that's what's been happening to us. All right, so I'm going to click done, and let's start the chat just so you can get a quick glance about what it looks like. So I'm going to put 50 minutes, and I'm going to say the topic is ideal gas law. Enter. What I love about being able to create your own Google Gemini gem is that, one, we don't run out of tokens. We're not having to pay for it. we're getting a very quality product that we actually control, and that's the beauty of it. I'm a fan of Magic School. I think it's very good. I think there are other products out there that are very good, but when you can do something that is free and you can even create a better product, I think that's a win-win, and that's why I'm so excited about this. So you notice it's produced my lesson plan. It's giving me the learning intention, the success criteria. It even gives me a script because I put that in the instructions of what I can say to my students. Think how valuable that would be for someone who's just entering into the teaching profession. It does my lesson hook, gives me the amount of time. What I love more than anything though is it provides me with the effect size of each strategy that it is creating for me. Then it goes on to the I do, the we do, the you do, and then reflection. Now here's the key that makes this so special. Now as an instructor, I can type any questions I have or make any changes to this lesson plan, and I can interact with the Google Gemini Gym until I get the perfect lesson plan. So I hope this has been very beneficial to you. Again, simply click on the Google Doc that I've shared. You can copy and paste the instructions, and you've got your general directions to follow for when you are creating your own Google Gemini Gym. Thanks so much.